Hey, Skull Nation, buckle up, because we're diving into the hottest Minnesota Vikings news for 2025, and it's a wild ride. Picture this, Aaron Rodgers was this close to wearing purple, but now it's J.J. McCarthy's time to shine. Can our young QB step up after Sam Darnold's epic 14-3 season? Let's unpack the drama, the roster upgrades, and what's next for our Vikings. Hit that play button, because this is going to get you fired up. First off, let's talk about the quarterback saga that had us all on edge. The New York Jets cut ties with Aaron Rodgers, and the Vikings were one of 3 teams in the running to snag the 4-time MVP. Can you imagine Rodgers slinging passes to Justin Jefferson? But at 41, Rodgers wasn't the clear choice, and he ended up signing a $13.65 million deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That left us with our 22-year-old phenom, J.J. McCarthy, ready to take the reins. So why did the Vikings pass on Rodgers? It's all about the long game. With McCarthy's rookie deal costing just under $5 million in 2025, compared to Rodgers' hefty price tag, Minnesota's front office saw a 3-year window to build a championship team around a young, cost-effective QB. It's a bold move, but are we ready to bet on JJ? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think we dodged a bullet or missed a golden opportunity? The pressure's on for J.J. McCarthy, and it's no small task. After missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury, he's stepping into the spotlight with 0 NFL snaps under his belt. Sam Darnold lit it up last year, leading the Vikings to a 14-3 record, but his inconsistencies in the playoffs showed why the team let him walk to the Seahawks for a $100 million deal. Now it's JJ's turn to prove he can handle the heat. New offensive lineman Jake Thompson, who joined the Vikings this offseason, recently told The Athletic, "This is the most talented team I've ever been around, top to bottom. It's impressive." That's high praise, but it piles even more expectations on McCarthy. With stars like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and a revamped offensive line, the stage is set. But can JJ deliver the consistent play we need to chase that Super Bowl? Here's the deal. McCarthy's got the tools, but he's got to learn fast. Offensive coordinator Wes Phillips says JJ is right where he needs to be, soaking up every rep like a sponge. Still, some analysts like ESPN's Mike Clay are throwing shade, predicting McCarthy could lead the NFL in interceptions in 2025. What do you think, Skull fans? Is JJ ready to silence the doubters? Or are we in for a bumpy ride? Let's zoom in on that roster, because it's absolutely stacked. The Vikings didn't just sit on their hands this offseason. They added beasts like Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave on defense, plus Will Fries and Jake Thompson to bolster the O-line. Pair that with Aaron Jones in the backfield and TJ Hawkinson at tight end, and you've got a squad that's ready to dominate. But here's the catch. It all hinges on McCarthy. The hype around JJ is real, and some ex-posts are calling him the next Patrick Mahomes after his OTA performances. One fan even claimed he threw 23 touchdowns to just 1 interception in practice. Sure, it's just OTAs, but those numbers get you excited, right? Still, others, like Ross Tucker, say the Vikings had doubts, pointing to their interest in re-signing Daniel Jones. So, what's the vibe? Full confidence in JJ? Or are we hedging our bets? Now, let's talk schedule, because 2025 is going to test us. We've got 9 games against 2024 playoff teams, including a showdown with Rodgers and the Steelers in Ireland on September 28th. Imagine J.J. McCarthy out-dueling a legend in his first big start. Fox Sports predicts a low-scoring battle, but they're backing the Vikings to pull it out. Skull Nation, are you ready to see J.J. make history in those international games? Speaking of history, McCarthy's about to etch his name in the record books. He'll be the first QB to play back-to-back international games, with the Steelers in Ireland followed by the Browns in London. That's a huge stage for a young QB, and with Kevin O'Connell's play-calling wizardry, the Vikings could steal the show. But if JJ struggles, will the doubters, like that anonymous NFL exec who thinks Sam Howell could steal the spotlight, be proven right? Sam Darnold's shadow looms large. The guy took us to 14-3, but his playoff slip-ups showed why the Vikings moved on. Now, with Darnold in Seattle, the Vikings traded for Sam Howell as a backup, bringing some experience with his 3,946 yards and 21 touchdowns from 2023. But let's be real. Howell's 21 interceptions that year don't exactly scream savior. Do you trust Howell as our QB2? Or should we have chased a bigger name? The Vikings defense is another reason to get pumped. Ranked as the fourth healthiest unit in 2024, they're bringing back that aggressive playmaking vibe with new additions like Allen and Hargrave. Pair that with our number 5 scoring defense from last year, and we've got a squad that can keep games close while JJ finds his groove. But if injuries hit like they did to McCarthy last year, could our depth hold up? Kevin O'Connell is the X factor here. The guy's a quarterback whisperer, cutting Darnold's interceptions down to just 3 after Week 11 last season. Are you kidding me? That's huge for JJ's development, but some analysts, like Garrett Podale, rank our QB room as the 4th worst in the NFL. Harsh, right? Tell me, Skull Nation, is O'Connell's coaching magic enough to turn JJ into a star? Let's dream big for a second. If McCarthy lives up to the hype, this roster could be the one to finally bring home that Vince Lombardi trophy. The Vikings have gone 14-3 before, but never clinched the division. With a rebuilt O-line and weapons galore, 2025 feels like our year. But here's the question. Can JJ be the upgrade over Darnold that Kay Adams is skeptical about, or will turnovers haunt us? All right, Skull Nation, it's time to sound off. Are you all in on JJ McCarthy, or do you wish we'd chased Rodgers harder? Drop your hot takes in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more Vikings news to fuel your purple pride. Share this video with your fellow fans, and let's get ready for a wild 2025 season. Skol Vikings!